Alrighty, so we're gonna start with the warm up. We're gonna find the area and the perimeter of this shape. I'm gonna put some units on here, some measurements, and then let you guys try it on your own before we go over it, okay? So let's say that this is 12 inches. This one is 3 inches. This is 7 inches. So with that, let's see. And this is 6 inches. I think that should be enough information. You should be able to figure out the missing measurements. So you're going to need to find this measurement and this measurement, and then you're good to go. You can find the area and the perimeter. Okay? So do your best. Find the area and the perimeter. Remember, area is the inside of your shape. Perimeter is the distance around your shape. Okay?
How come the 6 inches is bigger than the 7 inches?
It's not to scale. So, go ahead and take a few minutes and try this one, please.
I think you got the 12 inches right, though.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay, be trying this warm up, please. Find the area and the perimeter.
I got the green one. Wait, how do you find it again? I forgot.
Which one? What?
Both of them.
The perimeter, you need to add up all the measurements on the outside. And the area, you have to split it into two shapes and
I
find
have
it.
to find the circle.
Oh, the missing ones?
Yeah.
You either need to add or subtract. So use the information on there to find just the add and subtract and find some different
I
measurements.
know what the ornament is.
Which one do you know?
I know what the bottom one is.
Okay, so the top one, you have to do some subtraction. So think about how long the distance is and take the part that you know and subtract it from the total.
Like the top part.
No, not the top. You need to use the side ones.
And subtract all of them.
Not all of them.
How many of them is that?
Just one.
Or the one I found? It's confusing.
So you said you found this one.
Yeah, I found that.
Okay. Just ignore that one now. You found it. You need to find this one, which is this distance. So you need to use your side length to find it.
Subtract.
Mm-hmm.
And then you add them all up.
Going to perimeter you. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys about 4 more minutes. Okay, about 2 more minutes and then we'll review this. Okay, about 30 more seconds and then we'll go ahead and do this one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good picture. Not probably, not yet. That's my second.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and go over this. Let's start first by finding the perimeter. In order to find the perimeter, we need to figure out what these missing measurements are. So let's start with this bottom one. How can I find this? What can I do to figure out how long this is? Any ideas?
7 plus 3, yeah.
Yeah, good. Take the distances across from it. We're going to take 7 plus 3. What is 7 plus 3?
10.
So down here is 10 inches. Good. So we have that one. Now we need to figure out this side length right here. We already know how long that one is. And we know how long this one is. So how do I figure out what's left over? Charlie?
Subtract 12 from 6. So 6 from 12.
Good. 6 minus 12 is 6 inches on that one. Good. So to find the perimeter, now what do I need to do with all of this? Add them all up, right? So we have 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3 plus 12 plus 10. Okay? And we just got to add 13, 9, 22, 22 and 22. What's 22 plus 22? 44. Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
When you added them all up, 44. And is it inches or inches squared? Just inches. Good. Awesome. Okay, now, what do we have to do?
Now, just have to find the area.
We have to find the area. So, we need to make 2 shapes out of this.
Wait, so make it 2 rectangles, not
Okay, we can make it 2 rectangles. Where should I split it then?
between the 7 and the 12.
Right here?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's split it right there then. So if we split it right here, we have a black shape. I'm just going to color that one black. And this one blue. Let's start with the area of the blue shape. Now let's do black first. Area of the black shape. This is a rectangle. What's the formula for a rectangle? Base times height. Okay, what is the base and the height of this rectangle? 12 would be this whole distance. So we don't want the whole thing. We just want this little part, which is also 6 and 3. So we're doing 6 times 3, which is 18. So the area of the black figure is 18. Now we got to do the area of the blue one.
The area of the blue one is.
Well, it's base times height again.
That one wrong, but I did my math wrong on that.
So we have base times height. What's the base and the height of this shape?
6 and 8.
6, not 8.
10.
Yeah, 6 down, 10 across. 6 times 10. What is 6 times 10? 60. So now that I have the area of this blue shape and the area of the black shape, area of the blue shape, what do? Add them up. 18 plus 60 is what? 78. I don't know why I wrote 9. 78 inches, what? Squared. There's our answer. How'd you guys do on that? Okay? Good? Okay. All right. So.
I got both of them.
Good. Awesome. Our next step is to open up the assignment. I'm pretty sure it probably fits. Huh? I believe so, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and present my screen.
I remember doing area slides with rubber bands and stuff. That was fun.
Oh, geoboards?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. I don't have any of those.
Bands and stuff, yeah,
Yep. All right, so over on Google Classroom, if you scroll down to Math, we have an assignment that's called Irregular Area Slides. It's going to have area and perimeter, but we're going to go ahead and get those opened up, okay?
They're all the nurse.
I have no idea. I'm kind of curious as well. Okay, so go ahead and get those opened up, please. Make sure you're on what I asked you to be on. Thank you. On the Google Slides, please. I am. All right. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in on them because they're super. Let's see, 50. Let's just start with 50. So it gives you a little bit of what's it called? Directions. Say, find the area and perimeter on each slide. Use the formulas, or you can just count the boxes. They spelled count wrong, but that's all right. Count the boxes if you can. You just need to move the numbers after that. It's like a drag and drop thing. You can use any of the numbers more than once. They just need to be in the correct spot. So we're going to look at slide number 2 together and work on this one together. There's.
Are we doing all of them?
I don't think we're going to do all of them. I'm just going to do one with you guys and then have you guys work on them for the rest of the time and practice. But we're going to do one together just so that you have the idea, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to draw this on the board behind me.
Wait, can we do that? Number 3 sounds very confusing.
Would you guys rather do a different one together?
Can we do 2 and 3?
Like slide number 2 and number 3?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do one of each. Okay, so let's start with slide number 2. I'm going to draw this up behind me really quick. What does it look like? This is not very well drawn, but that's okay. So we have 8, 12, 6, 3. So we have 8 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. Okay. So we need to find the area and the perimeter. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Google Meet and stop presenting so that we can look at my screen and work on this one. So let's start with the perimeter. We need to find this distance and this one before we can do anything. What do I need to do to find these?
You have to find, like, you have to add and subtract.
We need to do some adding or subtracting. So let's start with this bottom one. We know that this total distance is 12, correct?
I know what the bottom is.
And we know that this little part here is 6, so we need to figure out what's left over. So we need to take 12 and subtract 6. And what do you get? 6 centimeters on that one. Good. Then on this side length, we need to do kind of the same thing. We know that this total is 8, and this small part is 3, so how much is this part?
8 minus 3.
8 minus 3,
Is 5.
which is 5 centimeters. So now we have all those distances, which is good. I'm going to erase some of the stuff in the middle that we don't need. Okay. Now, how do I find the perimeter of this?
Okay, I got the answer.
Add them all up. So take about 30 seconds, add them up. If you already have the answer, that's okay.
I'm gonna put it in that box.
I also need to add it up, so 12 plus 8 plus 6 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5. Okay, I have the answer. What is it? What'd you guys get?
40.
40. It is 40. So our perimeter is 40. And when we go back to the Google Slides, we'll put that in. But for right now, I'm just going to stay on this. Then, after we find the perimeter, we need to find the area. This, again, we don't have a formula for, so what do I have to do with this one big shape?
Split it.
Split it into two shapes. What two shapes should we?
Or you just split it between the 8 and 6.
Right here?
Nope. Upward.
Up here?
Yep.
Okay, either way it works. So if we split it right here, we have a long rectangle and a smaller looking one. So let's start with,
You're gonna have to be surprised about what the answer is.
let's start with the area of the black rectangle. This is a rectangle, so what's the formula?
Based on what?
Base times height. What is the base and height of this rectangle? 6 and 5. 6 times 5. What is 6 times 5?
30.
30. Okay, so there's the black rectangle. Let's do the blue one now. Area of the blue one is the base times height again, because the rectangle. What's the base and the height of this? 6 and 8. Good. 6 times 8 is
48.
48. What do I do with these two numbers to find my total area? Good, we got to add. The area is 30 plus 48. What is 30 plus 48?
78.
78. That was the answer.
Same answer we got last time.
Same answer as the other one. That's the area. So now we have both of those answers. We just need to put them on the Google Slides. I'm going to go ahead and go over to those Google Slides. Okay, so on slide number 1, for area, what did we get for area? For the area, we got 78. So we just kind of slide these up to the 7 and the 8. They're not going to fit perfectly, but that's fine. And then perimeter, we got what?
40.
40. 4 and 0. Remember, you can use numbers twice. They don't have to. You can use numbers twice. So just drag and drop the same number. So once you fill out that answer, you're done with that slide. And we'll move on to the next one. And you guys said you'd like to do slide number 3 together because it looks a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. Let me do some erasing, and I gotta draw that up here. I would suggest that you guys have a pen and paper ready while you do these because it's kind of hard to show your work on the Google Slides. So have a pen and paper ready, or your whiteboard. Okay. This one is actually a lot easier than it looks. So give me, let me draw this really quick.
I bet I could draw faster than you can.
I'm trying to draw it nicely. It's not going to be drawn super to scale, but that's okay.
Trying to go down. No, I don't. All right, I drew mine. Let's just try to do math and let's look at that.
One, two, three. This is hard to draw.
I just did it.
Did you draw the inside squares too?
Yep, I'm doing it right now. Here's my model.
Okay, I got it all drawn. Looks pretty good.
Here's my model.
All right, so now, when you look at this, are there any measurements here? Can you find the area on the perimeter yet? Not really. In order to do that, you just kind of got to label it. Each one is a unit. So how many units are across this bottom one? 2. So this is 2 units. What about up right here?
2.
2. So this one is 2 units again. What?
Did you see what I did up there? Yeah, you did a magic trick. Yeah,
Okay. I don't know. All right. What about across right here?
3, 4,
Across the bottom is 4. What about this one?
1,
1 unit. What about these two? What is that? 2 again? You're just counting boxes, guys. So don't overthink it. We're just counting how many boxes it is. What about this way? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about across the top?
5, 4,
4 units.
1.
Okay, and then the last one, all the way down.
8.
8 units. Good. Okay. So we have all the measurements now. We can find the area and the perimeter. But you kind of don't actually have to do all of that stuff because you could just count. To find the perimeter, let me use blue. To find the perimeter, you would just kind of count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 all the way around. You just gotta count. You could check your answer by adding up what we just found, right?
Yeah.
But you can't just count around. Does that make sense?
Let's see.
Okay, so for the perimeter, you can just count around the outside if you're given the boxes. Okay? So the perimeter on that one's going to be 28. Should we check our work to see if that's correct if we add all these up? I think it is. We have 8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4. And 6, 3, 9, 16 plus 12. What's 16 plus 12?
20, yeah, 28.
28. So perimeter is correct. 28. Can anybody guess how we might be able to find the area of this one without doing all the work?
Just count the inside.
Count the inside. What do you mean by that?
Count all the boxes, the squares.
Count the boxes on the inside. You guys probably did this in 4th grade when you did the area model. Like you would draw. Not kindergarten. I think it's about 4th grade where they give you a shape like this and they say find the area. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
So let's just count these. Take a second, count it. I'm gonna do it too. Okay, count the boxes. Get to work.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna be the only one counting the boxes. I'm gonna stop here. Get to work, count the boxes, please.
Already counted them.
Okay.
I think I got it.
About 30 more seconds counting the boxes. Once you have the boxes counted, you have the area. It's the space inside.
You still dancing a magic trick? I'm so good.
Okay.
Yep. We're done. I was going to be for the area. Okay. I found it.
All right, when you guys counted up the boxes, how many did you get for the area?
30.
30.
I got 29.
You counted a little bit wrong. The area is 30 on this one. So on that one, just count carefully.
I thought I was wrong. I thought I was right.
Okay, so do these slides make sense what you need to do? On the ones that look like this, you're going to have to do the method we were doing where we find all the different side links and then you use those to find the perimeter and the area.
And then we learn how to count.
Yep, and then on the slides that have the boxes, you can count. Okay, What I want you to do is try to get through at least slide number 6. So that's 3 more problems on your own, at least. And then keep going after that. But I want to try and have everybody get at least 3 done on their own, please.
All right, I'm gonna try hard.
Okay, so be working on that. If you need help, Miss Daphne, I don't know how long you're in here, but Miss Daphne is in here. I'm in here as well. Those of you online, give us a shout if you need something. Anything?
Yes, baby.
Okay, so go ahead and be working on the slides, please.